Hello gardening friends, welcome to the Weekend Gardener. So, we're in that spot where we want to plant tomatoes real bad. And the chilly breezes come along, they don't like that, especially when it's below 45. And we may get another freeze. There's always these late freezes. Why have your tomatoes out there exposed when a freeze could come along and do a lot of damage? So one of the things that we do in our garden here is we'll take a container. This one's a little bit long, so you can get those 5-gallon containers at nurseries. You may have one at home, and you cut the bottom off. Then you'll be able to see all the way through that, and you bury it deep into the soil like this. Let me show you right here. You'll go ahead and bury it nice and deep. Look how far down it is. Look at my hand, all the way down there. So nice and deep with this around it. That's really going to help because along the way, soil will be brought up around the stem and it will root right there. And it'll get much sturdier. It'll be a stronger plant. We use some nutrients to do that. We'll use a little bit of the John's recipe, which is fish emulsion and seaweed and other ingredients. Here's a little bit of seaweed to use along the way. Here's something that's really interesting, and more people should be using it, especially on their trees. It's called mycorrhiza. And mycorrhiza is, it means fungus root. Rhiza meaning root, fungus, myco meaning fungus. Very beneficial on the root system. We'll take the root system way out in the distance and mine the soil and bring back some nutrients for the tomato. So it's going to be a real sturdy plant. It's got a few flowers on there. When you plant down there, make sure that, let me show you here, you take off the lower leaves. Just go ahead and remove them. This one's okay right here. And then you'll be able to bury it deeper in the soil for starters. And that'll give you a nice, sturdy little tomato. Here's another one to take a look at. You see the lower leaves? You go ahead and pull those lower leaves off. Get this thing in the ground. Here's a couple that have to come off of there. And now we're on our way. We've got a nice little tomato ready to be planted. So there you go. Some ideas right here on getting started during the cool temperatures. It's very important to get rolling here in the early season, but we got to protect our tomatoes. So we put them in the ground like this, and if it's really cold, we'll go ahead and cover the top. For the Weekend Gardener, I'm John Dromgoole. I'll see you next week.